What's up, everybody? This is Big Herc, the hustler, the porn star, the gangster, the author, the entrepreneur, giving you a dose of my latest book, Bedroom Gangster. I got a new book that's coming out that's going to be available in ebook format. You'll be able to pick it up on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and various other ebook formats. And what I'm going to do today is read an excerpt from the book to kind of give you a dose of what the book's about and to let you see that, Big Herc is putting it down in this adult erotica thing. I'm giving you something that you could read by yourself and have a good time, or read with your partner so that you guys could spice up your relationship a little bit with something hot. Anyways, here's a chapter from the book, and this chapter kind of gives you a feel for what the book's about and the tone of the book as far as what the characters represent. Now, the name of the character is actually Tone, the head character of the book, the main character, so I'm going to start it off like this. Tone, always a dapper Don, sprayed himself with some exotic body spray and put on one of his tailored cream-colored Zegna suits and slipped on a pair of matching snakeskin Maury loafers. A classic Patek Philippe complemented his outfit with a platinum custom bracelet. You have to always look like $1 million when you roll around this town, Tone thought to himself. You never know who you might run across in traffic, and appearance is everything. Pulling up to Brianna's apartment, bumping some classic Too Short, Tone phoned her pad to let her know that he was out front. 5 minutes later, Brianna came walking out of the apartment lobby, stunned in Dolce & Gabbana with black pumps. Her toenails and fingernails were impeccably French manicured, and her tits looked delicious, bulging through her silk top. Tone jumped out of the H1 to greet her, giving her a big hug and a kiss. Damn, girl, you're fine. I could take you right here in the middle of the street and not give a, Tone said as he rubbed his hard-on against her thigh. I could pull your you-know-what out right here in front of all my neighbors and show them what a naughty girl I am, Brianna responded wickedly. She gave Tone's erection a squeeze through his pants. You're bad, Brianna. I know I can't play with your ass because you'll try me. Come on, let's go get some breakfast before we get in trouble for committing lewd acts in public, Tone replied. He held Brianna's hand and walked her over to the front passenger seat. Brianna, I would like you to meet the friends I was telling you about, Pam and Jennifer. I have some big plans for all of us that I want to share with the girls at breakfast. If you're game, the only thing I ask for is your loyalty, honesty, and trust. We're game, Tone, Pam and Jennifer responded simultaneously. I'm game, baby, Brianna said, staring at Tone with a look of dedication and sincerity. I'm happy to hear that. Tone turned off onto Hollywood traffic and headed towards the restaurant they were going to eat at. As a family, we don't have any room for jealousy or envy. We get down as a team and share everything. What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. The girls all nodded in unison as Tone broke down the principles of what he wanted to establish, along with his goals and visions. Arriving at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in Hollywood, the girls were talkative and laughing. They conversed like they'd known each other for years. There was a small line formed in front of the restaurant with what appeared to be tourists, B-list celebrities, and locals. Some Asian tourists snapped pictures of Tone and the girls as they got out of his ride. They must have assumed that he was somebody famous by the way he was dressed and the bevy of beauties he had around him. While waiting for a table, Tone got a call from Barry at Allure. He was impressed with Tone's business proposal. He wanted to work out a distribution deal with Tone, which would allow him to keep the rights to his films, but carry Allure's label, splitting profits. Tone would receive a nice chunk of all the profits from the internet sales and have access to international markets through Allure's contacts. Allure would also market Tone as male talent and get his name out there as a performer, making him mainstream. Barry said that he would have the deal inked by Saturday when Tone and Sandra showed up for dinner. When Tone got off the phone with Barry, he turned to the girls and grabbed each one of them by the face, giving them a kiss. Life is beautiful, and it's about to get a whole lot better. There's a new player in the porn game, and he's about to make some major moves, Tone boasted with excitement. The girls were feeling what he was saying and showed their appreciation by planting kisses all over his face. When they sat down to order, Jennifer and Pam commented that they had never had chicken and waffles for breakfast. The food smelled good, and though they were both hungry, Brianna had eaten at Roscoe's before, so she helped the girls pick out what to order. Tone just ordered what he thought would fill him up. He had worked up a serious appetite with all the humping he had did over the last 24 hours. A thick chocolate sister with shoulder-length, straight black hair came over and took their order. It wasn't long before the food arrived at the table. Everybody was quiet for a minute while they feasted on the hot chicken and waffles. Every couple of bites, someone would comment on the various people leaving and coming into the restaurant, but the main focus was on the food. Tone was seated between Brianna and Jennifer across from Pam. Pam had taken off her heels and was rubbing her foot along Tone's crotch, causing a massive tent to form in his pants. Brianna, quite aware of what was going on underneath the table, had reached down to unzip Tone's pants. She bumped hands with Jennifer, who had already had a grip on his massive you-know-what, working it up and down. "You little bitches are nasty. I like that," Brianna snarled. Reaching into Tone's pants, she squeezed his sack. "Well, at least we all know that we're all on the same page," Jennifer retorted, giggling. She pinched Tone's you-know-what and played with, I can't get into detail right now about that, but "You girls are off the hook," Tone said, trying to keep a straight face while eating, as not to draw too much attention to their table. "But you know you like it off the hook," Pam answered flirtatiously. Her toes rubbed up against his naked you-know-what with the hands of Jennifer and Brianna. When the waitress came back to the table, she had a big grin on her face. She asked if there was anything else she could get them, but knew the only thing they needed was a room. Glancing around the table, she could tell by the smirks on everyone's faces that some freaky shit was going down. The waitress's erect nipples were a telltale sign that she was turned on by what she thought was going down. "No thank you," Tone responded. His breath quickened as he neared you-know-what. "Could you please bring us the bill and your phone number?" That's a quick example of what's going down in the book. I couldn't get into detail because, I'm trying to keep this soft until you get the book and read the hardcore version. But anyways, I'm Big Herc. Be looking out for my book. Get a dose of Bedroom Gangster. I'm back in the house representing for 2012, 2013, and the millennium. I'll holler.